Hello and welcome to the show. We are here on GTA 5 for a race, and Rhys had an idea for a starting scenario. We did move the cars around to get a slight bit better kind of launch, because the first quarter is a bit of a pain. However, Rhys came up with a better idea. The chances of this going well are pretty slim. The chances of this being a spectacle are pretty high. If we can survive this manic start, I mean, it looks like it should be a start for a race in Wreckfest. We are off and underway. It could have gone worse. You know, I'm going to say that could have gone a lot worse. That could have gone a lot worse. It's not gone well for me, or for the pink car, or for the car in the ditch. No one can go because cars have got wheels in the air and spinning. The gold car found a rock. I mean, all of the possible ways that could have ended up, it was kind of like a predictable level of chaos. Why did my car bop and... who knows? My car is doing peculiar things. Very peculiar things. But we shall not question it. Today's race is some off-roading. And apparently I do not have anywhere near as good of a brakes as I thought I did. We're stuck in a field. I'm ploughing a field and I'm now an upside-down faction. You know what? I should have done the reset at an earlier point there. The gold car, I think, has found a bush. Oh no, it's found a ditch. Oh, well, there. Yeah. I think we perhaps vote that the new starting techniques and the me driving techniques need a little bit of work on. The brakes are not as good on this as I was kind of expecting them to be. I'm gonna be honest. I was hoping / expecting it to get stopped a little bit better, but there we go. I can spot an offensive Bluemobile, so both me and Rhys have had a pretty bad start to all of this. Can we have some slipstream, please? We'll go for some glorious slipstream, and we will try and not be starting, or try and not be finishing in 11th / 10th place. There might be, of course, half a chance. There isn't slipstream. I have to turn slipstream off, actually, because around here you get a little bit screwed over by it. Oh, there's some more cars in ditches. Come on, guys. Go out of the ditches with you, please. We turned off slipstream as possibilities of weird shenanigans going on. On a circuit like this, slipstream doesn't actually help. It just more than anything hinders, and you have a crash. I'm going to sneak up the inside. Oh, it's 3 wide with the many bright coloured of cars. It has worked out okay so far. I mean, it's not got us to a it's not got us both positions, but we are at least up. Oh no, not another. For God's sake, guys, not another one. It was. You've beached it, haven't you? Yes, you have, and you've spun at about 4 miles an hour. I mean, I know the dirt's tricky and everything. I see, orange brethren! Come here! I want your position! We've had an awful start. Admittedly, this lap has not been my fault. First lap? I mean, okay, the start line, it was just pot luck as to who got away. The, falling into the field and rolling over, that was not clever. That lap couldn't do anything. Cars ahead got into trouble, and you know, you try to avoid them and deal with all of that. That's when things go a little bit swiffy. Oh, there's another one round. Pointing backwards. So I should point out that the plan with this was the grippy race. Yeah, what we're going to be doing after this is with cars considerably less rear end grip and raining. This is the grippy race. Remember that. Okay, remember that. Oh, I think the black faction was trying to get in, trying to recover and get back onto the race. Oh, please be ahead. Please be ahead at the crossover point. Oh, just got. I lifted because I didn't actually want to get involved with the gold car because we'd lose a lot of time. It's not so much about affecting their race; it's just affecting my race. I don't want to get T-boned by them, or you know, T-bone them, and I'll lose time myself. Oh God, the faction does not have much grip over here whatsoever. Okay, we're back up to 6th. I mean, 6th at the end of the day is a lot more a respectable finishing position than we were earlier on, and somebody is bound to make a silly mistake somewhere, although we are struggling a little bit to... Well, we catch up to Rhys, and then we make a mistake, and then we fall back from Rhys, and then it's just... it ebbs and it flows as to who's had the big oversteer moment, or who's outbraked themselves. Now it's going to ebb and flow towards the Rhys running away into the distance direction, and we get caught by a bright pink car, and hopefully Rhys will bumble his way through a corner somewhere, and then the ebb and the flow will come back towards us, with very much Forza OP lobby racing lines going on through that. Not that it really matters, because you know we're on GTA 5, and well, you can jump that corner if you want to. Pink car got a big old slide on back there. Oh, that was a lot of speed. There's too much slithering around. There is a lot of sliding from somebody, well, like me, who really, really doesn't like oversteer. Go. This is the... I mean, I think this surface here has got about as little grip as the bloody dangerous road has. It's really slippery out here. I mean, like, this is a pretty, at the end of the day, pretty straightforward race. We are literally just going around a farm in a faction. However, because there is zero grip in the car, it does make it quite interesting. Oh, Gold's gone and ploughed a field. Gold's gone and got... Oh, I thought they'd rolled. Never mind. Gold has gone across a field. I think they're a lap down now. They have had worse luck than us. Admittedly, at the end of the first... Well, halfway through the first lap, we did see them stuck in a ditch. So, it's not gone too well for them. Oh, I want to try and catch up to Pink. I want to get involved in that battle. If I hadn't outbraked myself a lap ago, we might have been right there. Just struggling... There are a couple of places around this lap where I'm quicker. There are a couple of places around this lap where I am not so confident, or we have a big wobble and we end up losing a little bit of time. Oh, come on now. There we go. So yeah, this is battle for position. This is the battle for 4th place. All things considered, if you told me I'd be battling for 4th at the start of this race, I might not have believed you. As a purple car bounces its way across. What are we going to be able to do? Is this the final lap? No, we've got one more lap after this. Oh, it's going to be 3 cars now for 4th. We've got past Pink as he got in trouble battling with Rhys. The red car's going to be clear just at that crossover point. Are we going to... Nope, he's going to have a go up the inside. We're both me and Rhys are out wide there. Oh, there was some space there. It was an aggressive dive, although I'm going to get cut back. I don't want to be too wide here, though, because we saw what happened with that big stack of metal over there. Oh, Rhys is in the field! Rhys is going ploughing. It's not where you want to be. I think he's actually going to get recovered relatively, certainly a lot better than I did when we went ploughing. So, that's something. We are just scrabbling around on the dirt. Nothing in terms of the old grip. Not going to find a way past in all of that. Now, I did see the Pink car actually had a sneakier shortcut line, I think, than me. Jumped behind the indestructible sign. I don't think that's a one worth taking. Although I'm not even 100% sure I saw it correctly. So we're definitely not going to be trying that. We have got a good run here, but we are going to be stuck trying to go around the outside. Can I get a cut back? Yes, I can, because he bobbled his way, got airborne. Oh. Orange car ploughed its way into a sign. Thank you, orange car, for sacrificing yourself so that you wouldn't end up crashing into us at a T-bone. I appreciate that. Oh, Pink's in a ditch. Pink's in a ditch. We're up to a 4th position as we bounce our way across the, our crossover interchange, if you like. Okay, now I've got the hang of the car a little bit. Actually quite enjoying it. I'm enjoying this circuit in a strange, challenging sort of a way. It's weird, like, oh, no, don't do that. Christ. I'm used to driving GTA 5 cars, and GTA 5 cars having a certain amount of grip. And you go here, and it's completely different. You go here, and the cars are constantly moving around on you. And this, again, as I said, reiterate, this is the high grip round that we are doing here. So... Yeah, it's quite a different thing, racing cars around these roads. I didn't realise these were as slippy in the faction as they actually are. There really is nothing in terms of rear-end grip. Well, I think that's a pretty good recovery drive. Realistically, much higher than 4th, considering that first lap. Outside of there being a tremendous crash, never likely to happen. The fact that we even recovered to a 4th place is pretty good going. I will take that. Oh, and there's a very sideways Rhys in the background. Just some nice cinematic action shots going on right there as he skidded his way through shot. I don't know where, if there's going to be any more battles going on. Further back, it did look a little bit spread out. I think I had some of the better racing in all of that. Oh, the car we're riding on board with is just going to lose out on a position as the AIs plough them into a wall, or a tree, not a wall. Same difference. Close enough. It's solid. You can't drive through it. So, there we go. Fastest laps are actually very, very close. We haven't got slipstream on. We have got catch-up on. But fastest laps, yeah, 18.6, 18.4, 18.9, 18.8. It's been interesting, all of us together. Admittedly, I probably have a little bit more catch-up help than everybody else. But, yeah. Would have been perhaps an interesting race had we not got so galactically screwed at the start. So, for our second race, we have got the Super Diamond. We are quite literally nose to tail going on. Thanks, Rhys, for that. No. We have had to do a little bit of the lap to try and get to a point where all of the cars are starting downhill rather than some starting uphill, because if we try to start uphill, it doesn't go anywhere because it just spins its wheels. The Super Diamond does not have much in the way of traction. Now, we're not supposed to launch until the car ahead of us has launched to try and avoid there being a big pile-up into the the first corner, because no one's really going to know where the braking is. I've just got to try and make sure I don't get fielded, which we didn't, thank God for that. We got punted a little bit wide, but we didn't end up all the way at the field. Also, Slipstream has snuck back on when it probably shouldn't have. This might go quite poorly for somebody. I mean, orange car, you nearly punted me into a field, so I feel it's only right I punted you into a random bit of concrete. Rhys has gone for an interesting explorative? Sure, Rhys has gone exploring. There was a line somewhere. Hello, Rhys. Where on earth are we going to brake here? Oh, a bit earlier than that would have been good. Rhys is going to find a house. Oh, God, Rhys just got... I don't even know how they got too wide with Rhys having to try and dodge a house. Yeah, we have kind of done half the first lap already, but it was to try and get us to a vaguely half-decent start point, because otherwise you've got everyone pouring down here in the rain towards, well, what you'll see is a very, very narrow first corner. So yeah, it's kind of better to move rather than try and fit everyone in the pouring rain in rolls. You don't really know quite where they're going to brake into that particular corner. We are doing okay at the moment. We're going to get a big slipstream pull, which we don't want. Oh, I kind of turned in, didn't know if that car's going to get stuck there or not, and had to bail out of it. Doesn't matter. Either way, we are in second without losing too much time. We're going to be up on two wheels, not quite get across. Oh, good God. You know what? Cinematic stunt of the day. Cinematic stunt of the day goes right there. I was hard on the brakes to avoid that, and I'm pretty sure the wheels touched the bonnet as that went over. I don't know if I'm pretty sure if I had been... Oh, no. Okay, we're over that. It's fine. I'm pretty sure if I had not been on the brakes there, that would have clonked the side and taken me out. That would be the greatest getaway from a crossover I think I've done. Full stop. Wherever I come in this race, the fact that happened and we were recording that is good enough for me. I'm playing close with the house again. Orange is following. Rhys is not so far back. I have to say, actually, while they don't have much grip, they aren't as oversteery slidey as I was expecting them to be. I think the faction, in some way the faction was well, like this is just low grip all the time, which makes it kind of consistent, whereas the faction was a little bit random. Well, that's a little bit random. It was just a little bit unexpected at times. It would suddenly snap loose, whereas this doesn't really break or turn in or have any rear end grip. So it kind of makes it that little bit more consistent, and that's kind of helpful. It's weird, but that's kind of what's going on here. How are we going to find a way? Oh, not in towards that, though. We're not going to find a way past if we do that. Problem is, I keep making, like, one silly mistake a lap, and then use all of the catch-up to get up to the back of the car, back up to the leader, and then we make another silly mistake in a lap. Oh, get across there. Oh, we've had two amazingly close calls. And that one there, I mean, was amazingly close, but more behind us than anything else. Jeez, let's not do that one again. We're going on the brakes nice and early here. I'm hoping we don't get a punt. Rhys was sensible. It's the slipstream dragging up. Rhys has been turned. Team Orange is being a little bit... some unintentional teamwork. Oh, it's made a big mess. It's a big mess gone back up there. There's a pink rolls is through into third. Yeah, you kind of get that big slipstream pull, and if you aren't ready for it, you have to brake so much earlier with a slipstream pull. And if you are not ready for it, you are going into the back of the car ahead. If you brake at your normal brake point, especially in the rain, where these cars are not really stopping very well, especially in these conditions, you are going to end up being slipstream pulled all the way into the back of the car that you are racing, like that, little bit like that. I was a tad late on the brakes trying to make up some time. Didn't get it. Like, just as I got on the brakes, we started to get that whoosh forwards. Definitely not the experience that you want, but there we go. I'm being very, very cautious. I'm worried about the lamppost on the outside of that corner. Oh, where's Purple going? Purple's got a little bit lost. Purple's got a little bit wide. We've got an opportunity here. We're starting to give them some food for thought, shall we say, looking for a way back pass, or a way pass, I should say, not back pass. We're not going to get anything done there. There's somebody, I think it's a gold car, has missed the missed the braking point. Oh, God knows where it's going. We're not going to worry about that. I might miss a braking point in a different area and then just not being able to get stopped somewhere. Where are we going to find a way? Up the inside here. We'll go for the cutback. That's a lovely, lovely place. That's a lovely place to get past. That pink Rolls is looming ever closer. Are they going to try around the outside? That would be a very, very risky manoeuvre to try and make stick. They're not going to. They're probably better off sitting and waiting until the start-finish straight to go for that outrun towards... Yeah, the pink car is catching. As we've fought one another. And, of course, they've got the assistance of catch-up and whatnot. Yeah, you're probably better off... Oh, he's actually quite far away. You were quite slow through that final corner. Don't know whether he got a bounce and some oversteer, but either way, I was fully expecting them, because I was very wide, I was fully expecting the big slipstream pull and then come soaring past. They didn't. So we are a little bit clear. We've got a couple of seconds covering the top three. Someone has hit a wall, though. One of the top three is down. Was it the purple car? I think it was. Somebody went into a wall, lost all of their momentum. Oh, Rolls before the crossover. I mean, it's a little bit sketchy there, as you would expect. It's a little bit sketchy. There's a gold car in the ditch. Look out, gold car. I am, well, hopefully going to get past you without too many issues. Thank you. You're going to go play in a field. That's fine. Play with the field. Play with the field. It's probably safer for us all. Please don't come back on the road. There we go. First and second are through. Third will probably get through as well as they try to rejoin. Right, no mistakes. We can't afford to be making any of them, even in these very, very adverse conditions. Neatly does it through all of these. I quite like that chicane. That's quite a fun little chicane around here. Even with none of the grip, that these, well, it's not even oversteer that's the issue. It's just there is nothing. There's nothing in this car. Even with the none grip, it's still quite a fun little chicane. But that's just the sort of corner that I end up quite liking. We're on to the final lap. Probably shouldn't have tried jumping down there so much, although the pink car has followed us nearly exactly in all of that. Through the air we go for the final time. Let's not mess up that turn. It's so narrow on the exit, but we have got it right. This time around, the pink car's still looming. Pink car's still looming ever closer. We're not going to have any issues at the crossover point. Neither is second place, though. They are a little bit scarier for them than it was for me, but they are going to get through all of that. Oh, we might have some issues down here, though. No, purple's going to get through. No problems. That pink car is still sat back there looming. Maybe looking for a way past on that run to the line. Will potentially do if I wall tap my way there. It's definitely within slipstream range. Don't run wide there now. That's not what we needed, although he's not got a very good run out to that particular turn. We are going to have to get all of these corners right now. We can't afford one mistake. You will be done for. But you've got to push. I've got to go to pretty much the limit of what I can with this car, because he's going to have all of the slipstream, all of the catch-up working, although he's made a little mistake out of the penultimate corner. One turn to go. I've got that spot on. I could not ask for more. I could ask for not having a rolling car towards me. Oh, we did. I'm pleased with my driving through those final corners. Those final two turns were absolutely spot on. And... the car's rolled in a ditch. Excellent work. Excellent work there. Yes, we got that on camera. Those final two corners were, yeah, exactly what I wanted. We were quick enough. I say we were quick enough. We were very quick through there. The pink car drove very hard trying to catch, but couldn't do it. Just ran out of time, and you end up overdriving when you're in that situation. You overdrive, push it too hard, and then you've lost the time from sliding around. That was a good race. We had a good first sort of 4 laps, then we inherited the lead, and then it was very much a case of you can't make another mistake because the pink car will pounce. Most importantly of all, we took a victory. And we got 30 grand for the victory as well, which is always nice. Always nice indeed. Yeah, it was a really cool circuit. That was a really cool circuit indeed. A lot of fun, a lot of challenge with these sort of cars. Quite a different sort of driving to what I'm used to in GTA 5, but that's kind of where the challenge and fun comes in. That, though, is going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and of course, thank you to Rhys for building this map. Until next time, goodbye.